Iceland is the most picturesque island state northern of Europe. The topography of the island is extremely diverse: hot springs, mossy patches and scrubland, as well as black lava beaches, volcanoes and green meadows alternate. However, countless lakes, breathtaking fjords and waterfalls are part of the wonderful natural contrast. You will discover the features of Iceland that are unique to this country. Stay with us to learn 100 interesting facts about this incredible country. Before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment below saying, "I subscribed." We will try to personally reply to your comment. Let's get started. 1. Beautiful light and darkness coexist throughout the day. Iceland experiences long summer days and perpetually gloomy winter nights due to its proximity to the Arctic Circle. Did you know that in December Iceland can have up to 23 hours of darkness, and in June it can be 22 to 24 hours of daylight? 2. An end-of-year holiday where Icelanders publish hundreds of new books suitable for holiday reading. Jólapakafall, which means Christmas book stream, is the term used to describe the event. 3. Of all countries, Iceland publishes the most books per capita. 4. According to the World Happiness Report, Icelanders are among the happiest people on the planet. 5. Under Icelandic law, animal breeding is strictly regulated, and no Icelandic horse that leaves the country is ever allowed to return. 6. There is only one breed of horse in Iceland. 7. In summer, the midnight sun is a recognized natural phenomenon that can be seen both north and south of the Arctic Circle. These places include Greenland, Iceland, northern Norway, Canada and northern Russia. As this phenomenon offers dazzling evenings and nearly 24 hours of light, its name, Midnight Sun, is apt. 8. The Althing, the oldest parliament in the world, was founded in Iceland in 930 AD. 9. The largest glacier in Europe is located in Iceland. They say that Iceland's main attraction is its glaciers. More than 250 glaciers, which cover more than 10% of the country's landmass, have names. 10. One of the highest salaries in the world, the average monthly salary in Iceland is over $3,600. 11. In order to maintain and update their language, Icelanders create a new vocabulary. Icelanders have not learned English terminology like computer, helicopter, or volcano, although most other countries have. They continue to do so, inventing new terms for each topic. Combining the terms tala, number, and valva, divination, the word talva refers to a computer. Erla means helicopter, but the name Jurlvinda was first created by combining the words Jurl, whirl, and Vindr, wind. Derived from the terms elder, fire, and fjall, mountain, the word Eldfjall means volcano. 12. There are no mosquitoes in Iceland. Plus, there are no deadly spiders, scorpions or snakes, which can be a comfort when you're deciding where to travel next. 13. The harsh environment and isolated location of Iceland have influenced the special nature of Icelandic food. Visitors can sample a variety of unique Icelandic delicacies, such as hearty meat dishes, inventive snacks and fresh fish. Fresh fish, lamb soup, skins, horse meat, hakarl and harpiskar are must-try dishes in Iceland. 14. A common dish in Iceland is hakarl, or fermented shark. 15. In Iceland there is not a single McDonald's restaurant. Here's Pizza Domino's is the most common fast food. 16. Iceland is a popular location for filming Hollywood movies. Star Wars: Rogue One was set against the intergalactic backdrop of southern black sand beaches, and Ridley Scott used Dettifoss Falls as the setting for his prequel Prometheus Alien. Several Icelandic locations have also been featured in Game of Thrones, many of which are close to the southern Iceland Golden Circle tourist route. 17. Conversation during breathing is common for Icelanders. Ability talk or pronounce sounds during breathing, not exhalation, like this accepted for the majority others languages, is one of the distinguishing features of Old Norse language, which talk all over Iceland. 18. Monster trucks are quite popular in Iceland. Iceland's roads are notoriously steep and unpaved, so compact cars can sometimes be difficult to drive, especially in winter. 19. This nation is the safest in the entire globe. 20. Not having own army, aviation or the fleet, Iceland depends from Defense Opportunities Organization's North Atlantic Treaty or NATO. However, him coastal security took part in Cod Wars, series conflicts from Combined Kingdom. Since Iceland won this battle for fishing rights, no one dared to enter combat struggle with this powerful the country vikings. 21. Iceland was the last place where people settled. In fact, in the year 800 Vikings from Norway arrived in Iceland. Being the last inhabited array sushi, this won the nation you can to be called the youngest on earth. 22. Workers' weeks in Iceland extremely long. 23. There are more than 100 terms for wind in the original Icelandic language. 24. Handball is the national sport of Iceland. 25. In Iceland you can drink water directly from rivers. It is not necessary in Iceland buy bottled water. It is safe to drink water from any tap. Throughout the water in the country's lakes, rivers and streams is so clean that you can drink straight from them. 26. Women recognized Iceland the best a place to live. For many years Iceland was considered world a leader in the field innovations in the field gender equality. 27. Whale watching is great in Iceland. The northern fjords are home to a permanent population of whales that can be seen all over the island. 28. The fox, believed to have migrated from continental Europe during the last ice age, is Iceland's only native mammal. 29. Iceland is the only country without ants because its surfaces are so frozen that ants cannot develop there. 30. Iceland consumes more Coca-Cola per person than any other country in the world. 31. It is customary for Icelanders to exchange gifts on the first day of summer. 32. They have a stone in the shape of an elephant. Located off the southern coast of Iceland, the rock elephants are a sculpture created as a result of a volcanic eruption. This intriguing stone creation takes the form of a giant elephant's head with its trunk submerged in water. The basalt rock gives it a distinct texture of wrinkled skin. 33. They say that Iceland is the land of fire and ice. In this the region is located more than 120 active volcanoes and glaciers. Volcanoes are erupting about each 4 or 5 years. 34. Dead ends are popular spectacle, and Iceland is the main one place they're nesting. 35. Iceland has one of the world's largest colonies of puffins. 36. In Iceland, exchanging books and spending evenings reading is a special Christmas Eve custom. 37. Every house has a cat. They claim that in Reykjavik you are never more than a few meters away from a cat. Well, not in every house. In the city, cats are among the most popular pets and have a lot of freedom. 38. The country's flag, designed in 1906, is said to depict the mountains, ice and fire that characterize Iceland's topography. One of the characteristics that distinguishes the flags of the countries of Northern Europe is the support of the cross. 39. Icelandic blues rock band Kaleo and Australian artist Sorella Amore are two of the most subscribed YouTubers in Iceland. 40. Hafthor Julius Bjornsson, whose height exceeds 2 meters, is one of the strongest people in the world. He is the only other Arnold Award winner. Europe's Strongest Man and World's Strongest Man Strongman Events Classic takes place in 1 year. 41. Hera Hilmar Haida Reid Anita Bream, famous Icelandic actresses. 42. In the 18th century, a volcanic eruption almost drove the nation into exile. Over all of Europe, clouds of toxic gas block the sun, leading to strange weather phenomena such as acid rain and floods. 43. Icelanders love ice cream all year round. Iceland is the perfect place for you if you have a sweet tooth, because people there love all things sweet, especially ice cream. 44. Iceland is located near the intersection of the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates, known as the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. 45. Until recently, Iceland banned beer. This is one of the strangest things about Iceland. Iceland experienced a 74-year period of prohibition during which alcohol was completely outlawed. This drought is severe. 46. The word geyser originated from Iceland. Unsurprisingly, Iceland is well known for its geysers, along with all its other amazing natural features. The Old Norse word geisa, which means to gush, comes from the word geyser. One of the most famous geysers can be found on the Golden Circle. 47. Iceland has a names committee. Here, Most likely, you will not meet Icelanders with funny names. Parents can actually choose names from an official registry that has been approved. In addition, there is a list of names that are strictly prohibited. 48. Icelanders have a special custom of naming their children. The surname comes from the father's name. 49. The 2010 eruption of the Eyjafjallajökull volcano caused disruption to air travel across Europe. 50. Regardless from the time of year, Icelandic children often spend night on the street. What would you did among in winter, if on the sidewalk met lonely a boy in a wheelchair? Well, this enough common spectacle, if you are from Iceland. Throughout the country babies find sleeping in strollers at a temperature below zero, either on the porch or in front of the cafe. This is a widespread practice on the island, because it was believed that newborns, which are in a cold, fresh place air, less often children are also sick better sleep in such an environment. 51. Skal is an Icelandic word that means hooray. 52. Although most Icelanders do not believe that elves exist, a large part of the population respects the customs, myths and folklore that surround them and does not dare to deny their existence. 53. Over 80% of Iceland's energy comes from renewable sources, so Iceland produces a lot of renewable energy. 54. Iceland has one of the highest internet usage rates in the world. 55. Until 1983, Iceland had no television broadcasts on Thursdays or in July. Until 1986 there was only one TV channel. 56. On June 17, 1944, Icelanders declared their independence from Denmark. 57. Skyr is a thick, creamy dairy product that tastes like yogurt and is traditionally consumed by Icelanders. 58. Baking rye bread, which can be baked underground using geothermal heat, is a unique practice in Iceland. 59. Iceland has fewer people than Anaheim, California. Iceland is one of the least densely populated countries in the world with a population of just over 320,000. 60. In Iceland, people worship the Black Death. The answer to the question what is the national drink of Iceland? Always the same, Brennivin. Brennivin, which translates as burning wine, is a liqueur made in Iceland from barley mash and flavored with local herbs. The initial bottles were called Black Death because of the white skull on the black label. This nickname is still preserved. 61. Cinemas in Iceland show more movies than in any other country. On average, Icelanders make 5 films a year. This is 5 times the average for Japan and twice the average for Western Europe. 62. Traditional morning fare consists of cereal, pancakes, fruit and coffee. Lunch is usually a buffet. Dinner is usually the largest meal of the day and consists of lamb or fish as the main course. 63. Strip clubs are prohibited in Iceland. Icelanders are proud to be world pioneers of feminism. A few years ago, because of this, strip clubs were banned. 64. Sauce is a great passion of Icelanders. Icelanders like to pour sauce over everything, especially gravy, béarnaise sauce, and other condiments they happen to have on hand. In Iceland, sauce is a real element of daily existence. 65. A classic Icelandic dish is mutton tin. Are you ready to taste Icelandic food? A sheep's head dish is one of Iceland's most traditional dishes. 66. You can swim in Iceland all year round. Natural hot springs can be found in almost every county in Iceland. Geothermal activity underground, especially in untamed bodies of water, certainly warms things up a bit in a cool region. This is a place where you can swim all year round. 67. Orange juice is called appelsínasafi. 68. The 13 holiday boys, Gimpy, Galley Hawk, Stubby, Ballboy, Pot Scraper, Tarot Coliker, Doorslamer, Skirgamer, Wiper, Window Peeper, Door Sniffer, Meat Hook, and Candle Stealer, are the Icelandic equivalents of Father Christmas or Santa Claus. It is said that every holiday boy delivers presents to children on each of the 13 days leading up to Christmas Eve. 69. The largest and deepest lake in Iceland is Thingvellavn, which is 144 meters deep and the same size as the Grand Canyon. 70. There are no subways or trains in Iceland. In the capital, people get there by bus, motor vehicle or on foot. 71. the largest geothermal power plant in the world is located in Iceland. 72 is average duration life of 83.1 years. Icelanders have one of the longest in the world. 73. The main industries are fish processing and fishing. Fish is one of the cleanest products in the world and accounts for 70% of exported goods. 74. Previously, male witches were persecuted in Iceland. Although Iceland has a dark past, this nation really looks beautiful in many ways. 75. Icelandic students learn 3 languages. In addition to English and Danish, students from Iceland learn in their mother tongue. 76. You can use the app to ban yourself from dating your cousin. Due to Iceland's extremely small population, there is a bit of a problem with connecting everyone. This can cause problems in the dating community. Icelandinga app is a smartphone app that allows Icelanders to determine if they are related. 77. Instead of red circles at traffic lights, Akureyri uses red hearts. 78. 60% of Icelanders live in Reykjavik, the country's capital and largest city. 79. Temperature in Iceland surprisingly warmer and more moderate than you would assume, given her proximity to the Arctic Circle. It only one strange truth about Iceland. In winter the average temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, and in summer fluctuates from 10 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. 80. Millions of birds use Latrebjarg, the largest bird rock in Europe, as a feeding ground. 81. There are only 2 places in the world where you can see how 2 tectonic plates are clearly moving away from each other, in Thingvellir National Park, a World Heritage Site. 82. There are many vowels in the Icelandic alphabet. The alphabet does not contain the letters C, Q, W, or Z. 83. Do you want to add more money for your own account? Ask for it another 10 drops. Just ask another 10 drops coffee or top up any another excellent Icelandic drink by saying T-I-U dropar, tak. 10 droppers, not 12 or 15 underscore. 84. In Iceland, there is a practice known as baby swimming. Because of this, Icelanders start teaching their children as early as 12 weeks. Singing humorous songs, young people get used to water, learn to dive. When children dive for the first time, some even go as far as underwater photo sessions. 85. Lofsöngur is the name of the folk song of the people. 86. In 2018, more than 2.8 million travelers arrived in Iceland. Iceland's tourism figures increased by 5.5% compared to the previous year, demonstrating the country's growing appeal to international travelers. 87. In Iceland, hot dogs are the most common food. Try hot dogs while you're in Iceland, they're a national favorite. 88. Diamond Beach is located next to the Jökulsárlón glacial lake. You will see an amazing sight, huge blocks of ice that look like diamonds on the coast, as well as icebergs drifting in the river and ocean. 89. Because the water in some Icelandic rivers exceeds 50 degrees Celsius, the rivers flow cool. 90. With a strong sense of community, Icelanders participate in many local festivals and events. 91. Icelanders have a special culture of singing, where several vocal ensembles and choirs often perform. 92. Icelanders are known for their sense of style, which often consists of comfortable outerwear. 93. Iceland boasts more writers per capita than any other country in the world. 94. A detailed online record of each generation, the Islandingabók or Book of Icelanders, allows most residents to trace their genealogy back to the Viking Age. With a quick online search, Icelanders can now trace their family history back hundreds of years thanks to the National Collection of Surveys, Obituaries and Court Records. 95. Despite Iceland's non-tropical climate, the Icelandic University of Agriculture reports a modest banana harvest. Their unusual light cycle allows them to generate bananas every 18 months. 96. Iceland is one of the rare nations that has a significant genealogical database and genetic information bank that includes all its citizens. 97. The Icelandic football team reached the quarterfinals of the 2016 European Championship. 98. Iceland is the first nation in the world to have a democratically elected female president and boasts a high level of gender equality. 99. Icelanders celebrate the Jónsmessa festival in honor of the summer solstice. 100. In Iceland, The midwinter holiday known as Torablat has been celebrated with traditional dishes since ancient times. Friends, I hope you enjoyed my story about the curiosities about Iceland. If you want to know more interesting facts and travel stories, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Press the bell to get notified about new videos. If you enjoyed this video, you should also check out our list of the best things to do in Bali 2024. Thank you for your attention, and see you again on my channel.